Hey y'all, I've been getting all kind of fucking threats. I was already getting threats this whole time, y'all. I've been going through this gang stalking shit for about, my baby, 8 going on 9. Better part of his life, for as I knew, but as I think back over my life. I'm sorry, I listened to that song earlier. And I play so much too, y'all. Y'all will figure that out. But yeah, just thinking back, like this probably been going on for quite some times. I've been getting messages, y'all, that the man I married, honey, was even orchestrated. You hear me? How sick is that? If it's true, how sick is that? Like I got kids with this man. We spent 14 years together. And he's trying to get back. Well, he was recently, but I shut it down. And matter of fact, he shut himself down because I was really just trying to be cool, just somebody to talk to. Like, I don't know, maybe, who knows, 5, 10 years now, what that could have turned into. I was thinking, like, just always be cool because our history, we got kids, you know what I'm saying? But he, like, I guess to protect himself in a sense, like, you know, you in love with dude. I'm like, well, yeah. Like, I ain't think that mattered because you just wanted to be, cool and cordial no matter what. But apparently it was like an all or nothing type thing. So, mind you, I told you his uncle said, once again, that my ex-husband is the reason I haven't gone through all this stalking shit, harassment, and sabotagement. Y'all, the sabotaging of my jobs is so much content, y'all. It is so much. I really have to, take the time out to dissect everything and categorize everything so I can get y'all all the tea. I'm not just doing this just to be doing it to get attention. I'm trying to spread awareness. I'm hoping, this video they're not able to intercept and this really do reach real people that could possibly help, and yeah, I need to be rescued, man. I'm not even gonna hold you. I got 2 little boys that I love so much. They love me so much. We have the tightest bond. I got whole ass killers chasing me, like this gentleman. Excuse me. This guy named Scott Rogers, right? Look him up. This man sat here and he told me kill somebody, but it was by mistake type shit. Man, I read the article and shit. I don't even know how the fuck he got off. I guess because who he know, man. He said he got all kind of family in high places. Plus, he said the U.S. Postal Service. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's true because I found out recently talking to my cousin. She talked to him too. Neither one of us did anything with him. But it's like, you targeting my family. I'm just trying to hit anybody in my family. And if they got us bugged, they're recording all that. Of course, somebody watching you fucking all the time, they gonna get turned on and be attracted and want to experience you. So you tried that with me and my little cousin. Just discovered it, man. Talking to my cousin, we don't even talk like that because I told you all this caused division in my family. No one's close anymore. And when we're around each other, it's just a bunch of gaslighting and stuff. And I'm going to start recording and documenting that more lately. I've distanced myself because I should not have to endure that. And then the audacity to feel disrespected because I call it out and or dismiss myself, and never disrespectful, because I am dealing with my own elders and my own mom and my own aunt. So I'm never disrespectful, but I definitely address shit. And I dismiss myself quickly, which I did on Christmas. Listen here. My kids be so confused. They adore their family. They so big on family values. Because that's how I raised these kids. So they confused, like, as to why all the changes, why we always got to leave so abruptly, and, stuff like that, man. And it's real. And I know y'all know, because that's why y'all comment, like, you know, I never met anybody who felt like I was tripping once I explained everything. I'm tired of my kids having to endure this. I'm tired of them not having me totally at 100% mentally and emotionally, because of the extra strain on and the extra pressure from all this. Like, life ain't hard as it is, for any and everybody, because we all go through trials and tribulations, some more than others. And just somebody to just dump on you and add to that, because their asses are miserable, because life is not panning out like they wanted to, which of course we know it probably never will, long as they're being evil. But we dealing with Satan is here. We dealing with devils. This is demonic at the end of the day. Satan is the author of confusion, as stated in our Holy Bible, right? So if somebody orchestrating chaos and confusion, who are they working for? Who are they representing? They're representing Satan. So it's demonic activity. And man, I guess just like the devil would want, I haven't really been able to pray, because I'm more so thinking vengeance and stuff like that. And I'm just surprised at how strong I am able to be for myself. I think anybody else would have been lost their damn minds. I think my prayer life, my sense of humor, my kids, like, they don't see me weak too much. They get that normal, goofy, but stern mom. You know what I'm saying? Man, if you see my kids, you hear my kids. Man, they're great. You see my fruits of what I instilled and imparted in them. So they're not as affected, you know. But it hurts that one day they're going to have to find out that their very own father, would cause all this, which affected their lives in many, many different ways, whether if it's monetarily, emotionally, and mentally, and not to mention his mistress. I guess, well, mistress turned main now, I guess. I don't really know his business like that, because I know just a month ago he was trying to come home, begging to come home, talking about he want me to have his baby and all that. Told me I was dead to him. I hadn't even talked to this man for weeks, but, I volunteered the information once I did talk to him. Matter of fact, it was, we was only communicating for the kids to meet up, and it was that time, and I just went and told him or whatever. And he was like, why would you tell me that? And hung up the phone and texted me, you dead to me. I'm like, shit, we ain't talked in weeks. Like, what the... But I guess that don't mean nothing with somebody feel for you. But at this point, I don't even think it's love. It's something else. It's some other kind of unhealthy attachment. Of course it is. Unhealthy attachment when you're dealing with somebody who's willing to destroy you. Love me or I'll destroy you. That's nothing close to love. And then this psychotic, lunatic family supporting these behaviors. You know what I mean? And, I talked about his family earlier and their history. Like, they got a lot going on in their family. Like I said, I think the reason why they're able to make this operation so big is because of who they know. Like I said, his cousin Leslie Costi Aha. She goes by different aliases. If you Google her from St. Louis or Las Vegas, Nevada or Clearwater, Florida, you'll find out she has. You'll find out what she into. But I know one of her Johnsons is a famous St. Louis rapper, amongst several others. Matter of fact, so close that I guess they was rocking so close that another relative of theirs ended up marrying Jaquan's cousin. So they had to been around each other pretty heavy. I didn't want to do this, man. I mean, anybody I would consider family. I always consider family. So that means I want to protect you, protect your name, protect your reputation. So I don't really relate to, just people folding and being disloyal and throwing people under the bus because with a gun up against my head, baby. I would not have sold out my family if anything. You have to do what you got to do before I throw mine under the bus and try to get you to kill them mentally, physically, or emotionally. If you got the mind, you kill somebody's mind, you kill the body. You got the body too. That's all. That's why the devil attacks the mind. But I mean, I guess he got the right one, and I'm grateful for that. This time, the devil has the right one. You know, cause I'm very strong. I'm strong-willed, strong in mind, strong in spirit, like a true fucking warrior. You know what I'm saying? And I don't bow down to nothing and nobody. I don't care who decides to buck up. I don't care. And I heard some names of some straight up, like I said, killers like the Scott Rogers dude. You know what I'm saying? I know it's intentional him targeting me. He was, I talked to him for like 2 days, y'all, 3 days. And it's very controlling. Like I was working, my only income that day, or during that time, excuse me, was DoorDash. And I was supposed to DoorDash that day. He like, how much money was you targeting this day? I'm like, this is probably what I would have made. He gave me $100. Plus I had a nail appointment that day. He gave me the money for that too. I wasn't dressed to go out. She told me, go to the mall, get you something put on. So I did all that, met him for lunch. You know what I'm saying? And just, big old controlling box. Plus, he was much older than me. I don't do that. And that's probably another reason why I messed with him. Other than finding out it was more to his story, you know, for as the murdering incident, him murdering a guy. But yeah, lots of Rogers keep stalking me. My little sister is married to a Rogers. I was just stalked by a Rogers the other day in the mall, and I blatantly told her, I'm on to you, and I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you and your little group, Jerry, all them. The girl named Princess. And even today, I went to the wild to go hoop with my sons, and a guy was there, a white guy. He had Rogers spelled just like their name, or Odgers. On his shirt, I told you they send their little messages via shirts and other ways. Another gentleman there I know wasn't coincidental. As well, my ex-best friend, who's also responsible for all this, her nephew, and I know, that wasn't a coincidence. Of course, I was cordial. I spoke to him. He's a young man. It's not ultimately not all his fault what he's been guiding into doing and what's being made to be okay by his parents or whatever. Not to mention y'all to make it so bad why all kind of people from their circle or mistresses turned girlfriends of the men in my family. I'm talking my mom's husband. I'm talking my ex-husband. And who knows who else? If I was to really dig. See, I dig, baby. I can be a certified PI. I think the police will just be when you get somebody with some doggone spiritual discernment and some natural discernment and an intellect on the police force, baby. All murders and stuff against all robberies, you know, other sexual heinous crime, all kind of stuff, baby. Y'all need me. I'm just playing. I'm not playing, but I am. It's not a job I would adore. But yeah, and the killing part around this time, um, another guy from this Scott Rogers circle named Dorian Douglas was also, I was chit chatting with him. I wasn't having sex with nobody, so I was chatting with who I wanted to. Ain't none of them touch me, you know. But he's somebody, you know, I knew from, you know, back in my high school days. All these men who keep approaching me from my high school days is an underground sexual cult thing. Somebody getting paid for this shit. There's some shit going on, y'all. Trust me. That's more of a theory in addition to some hints dropped in my phone. Okay? But the Dorian Douglas guy, you know, he hinted at unemployment fraud. You know, him and his family doing, he hinted at running with the same clique. I was talking to these guys at the same time. They both said they wanted me not to talk to nobody else off the first day. I don't think you should chat with other men, just me. Nah, they was mad because they both knew they was targeting me because they roll with the same people. I won't even drop this guy named just yet, but he a club owner out here. The club I like to freak with my damn self, I ain't gonna lie. It's my little spy honey. But yeah, Dorian dude. So he just like we went out a couple times, and the last evening I spent with him, he just kept hinting at like I ain't doing all this for nothing type shit. Like I'm not sponsoring you, paying for dates for nothing type shit. So I kindly spent $30 on our Taco Bell that night, honey. And you could tell he was trying to weasel his way on inside my home with his little words, but this was not that. Even bragging on his member size child and everything. And, you know, by then I had figured out, you know, he wasn't for me anyway. Just, you know, just, I'm big on energy and vibes. And we just was not a match. But, since talking to him, like, weeks later, I end up getting a car that he never knew I had. And I'm sitting in front of Little Caesars. And I see him walk in. I mean, my tent so blacked out. Can't nobody see in my car, period. I can't see out the motherfucker. Y'all, I'm trying to get rid of this car because I can't even see y'all. Jesus. Y'all should see me tonight. I can't see. All right. Yeah, I have to roll down my window in some instances. Getting that taken care of really, really soon. But anyhow, yeah. So I see him and he coming out. He look in my car and shake my head. I'm like, if this man wasn't stalking and following me, he wouldn't even know. Excuse me. He wouldn't even know who's in this car or who to look for in this car. But he looked dead over there where I was at and shook his head. I'm like, oh my God, these guys are some stalkers. Please make it stop, y'all. And these are all these men is from the same group, y'all. And then like lately, it's been a lot of his name popping up in my phone and or his initials. Talking about F him, F this person. And then like this guy I was talking to, I told y'all, James Bell, y'all, who is related to my cousins by marriage, my stepdad people. You know what I'm saying? And Like I just been getting a lot of messages, and some of them include that he's blocking me from other men being in touch with me, and I have not been able to reach other men, and they ain't been able to reach me. And then I get messages all block this, block that, and it always happens when I can't reach someone. You know, either that or a mention of either him, James Bell of Collinsville, Illinois. I don't give a fuck. I'm name dropping. And another ex, whom for some reason I like to protect. I'm so disappointed in that dude, man. I'm sitting all around. All his baby mama people live the fuck around me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. But he's supposedly supposed to be so in love. It's because they're streaming me. And they're like other people, a lot of people can see my activity. So they see me, intimately in the nude when I'm having sex, and they're intrigued, and they got like lots of niggas desiring me and attracting psychos to me, y'all. Mark my words. I ran into a classmate, looked like he was undressed. This dude named called himself Cats, undressing me with his eye. I knew that look. I'm like already been peeping y'all, because a lot of them, they make all these references and hints on their little social media pages and stuff. Or in person, if I see them, they'll hint at, this very operation or something very, very private and particular about me. Like, yeah, I'm with that shit too, and I know all your little business, girl. You know that Cassie song? Uh, mm, mm, mm. Way up to the they heard I was good. They wanna see if it's true. Listen, story of my life. I don't think the shit is flattering at all. At all. And these people, they know people. Like I told y'all, a best friend of mine, Jen, she does, all this shit too. And she has a sister whose baby dad's a big time promoter here who's now in jail. I got to see what he's actually in jail for. But his cousin is British Williams. You know her from being married to Lorenzo Gordon. And you know her from being on Basketball Wives LA. I understand she's been charged with fraud and ID theft and all the shit that I got going on that didn't happen to me. So I've been asking around trying to see how, to report to the authorities in her municipalities, whoever's trying to charge her, and approach them like I think I'm one of her victims. I do know she's involved. Whether if they have it where it could be traced to her in that manner about, in regards or in association with her current charges, I don't know. But it's definitely worth a shot amongst some other people, like this guy named Isaac Sanders. We was going to church in his building, a banquet hall or something. We was renting. What the pastor there even started gaslighting me really bad there. But ironically, months ago he went to jail. He only got a year. But these people know people in them courts. They got family that's politicians. They got family on the newspaper here. All kind of fucking shit, man. Family that's police that's turned the blind eye to shit. I'll be name dropping their asses soon. A couple of them I went to school with, or a couple of them dated, people close to me. Couple of the police, matter of fact, That tea deep. That tea can get deep. But mm, yeah, y'all. This shit is getting out of hand now that I think about it. Police though, y'all. The police. People supposed to protect and serve. They, like I said, they know people turn a blind eye, but this guy been in jail for just a few months now. For what? Identity theft. That ain't crazy, y'all. Somebody I was already watching. Because he kept coming up to my job I was working at. This Indian BP. This Indian's on a BP down the street, which I mentioned in the previous video. But he ended up going to jail for identity theft. And I was already watching his ass. Because he kept showing up, hinting, in person and on his page. Including with the Dorian Douglas dude. Again, he goes to jail for some shit I was already suspecting him of. And I'm surprised he only got 1 year. And I know it's more people connected to him that could have went down with him. But again, they know people. And he only got 1 year. It's just a little slap on the wrist. Because they had to do something. Because one of those victims probably made a big fuss about it. So, sound like one of my infants getting up. So I'm going to wrap this up here. I'm TTYL. Y'all be good and do good. I'm going the right direction, please.